Now, earlier today we had the mail call and brought in this set of Lincoln head cents. They're 1909 to 1940. It's book number 3 of Whitman. Now normally they will hold 89 or 90 coins. This was an 85 coin set. Went through it, finding what we got. Now the first thing I'm going to do is go through and grade everything. It's real simple. I got a sheet. I just look at it, fill it out. Now I got some things to show you on this. When I bid on these things, I look at the good price on the coins that are involved, and I bid a percentage of that. So I got this whole set for $110.10 when you include the shipping costs in there. Now let's go through and see what we have that's fun, and I'll give you some idea of the total. First off, we have the 1909 VDB. You can see right here, this comes in at AU. It's in beautiful shape. I'll flip that over for you. This is the first time I've used the VHO to get a zoom in on these, so bear with me on that. Here we have the reverse on that. You can see the VDB right down here on the bottom. Great luster, full lines, sharp and crisp. It's a good penny. Now that one comes in. Let me drop that right here. I'll give you the price on that in a bit. And next up we have a 1910S. This one looks real nice. Give it a good look. Let me straighten that baby out. We're looking at BF on this guy. And that's about as straight as that's going to get. Let me shift. There we go. Now that's at the bottom end of the VU scale. Let's see if I can make this work right. I'll try to straighten her out this time too. Here's your back. Almost, a little more. Right about here. Okay. I've got full lines, strong separation, but they are a little fading out. Let me wiggle this to the left and I'll get a better focus on that side. Well, I'll get a better camera coming in a couple of weeks. That's a 10S. Next one is 11. This one's only very good. They give you an idea of what else you find in these things. You get a nice lamination error coming right across the face of that guy. Now it's a fine lamination, but right down in here you get a pretty solid band of peeling going on. Now laminations, they don't really command much of a premium, especially in very good, as you saw in that one. But they do help you sell, whereas, you know, a regular BG might not. Okay, we get the 11S. I recorded this one as being in fine condition. You can be the judge for yourself. Let me straighten that out. There you go. Now the camera zooming in for the photos here is a 200x. I mean, I can get right on in there with this guy. Let's see if I can. Well, I'd have to redo the focus on that. But the 11S is a, well, geez, that's a right up there key date. Well, not a key, but a semi-key date. And that's about a $40 penny. Now the back, I got some discoloration, but the details they're spot on. You know, for a fine, I get really good lines, good separation on the berries. Okay, the 12S. This one had all the early date S's. Didn't have the 09. There's only 85 coins. Now the 12, I got a couple of spots on it here. Got a little bite on here. Let's see, I've got that recorded as being in fine with dings. And she's in pretty good shape. Let's look at the back of that. And you can't see the backs of it when they're in these little albums. And another little ding right here, as you can see. 13S is next. This one's fine. Now for what I paid and what the book value on these, I did pretty good. Yeah, fine. You're just starting to get some separation here between the cheek and the jaw, so it's a, you know, fine plus if you want to go that way. On the back of that, great detail. This is a good color. And over there on the side, just a little bit of discoloration. Right up in here, the details are sharp and clean. There's no damage. But for fine, this is a really good example of fine. Now I bid on these in good shape. good as about what this one is. This is good and a little bit better. That's a 1914S. Okay, there you go. You got a little bit of ear. You figure, now let's get a really woody reverse. You figure Numis Media fair market value on this is $13.50 or so. Like they go for the extra 50 cents. Here's the back of that. Let's see if we can get the color picked out. Got a lot of coarse contrast, coarse lines, real good shape, really good color on this. Got some extra discoloration over here. That'll go in the woody set probably. Okay, the 15S is good, and it also has some grain with the metal. What's happening is the alloys here, the copper and the zinc and the tin, or what they put in there, is not quite mixing properly. Well, you cool it at the wrong temperature, you heat it to a little too cool, doesn't quite get the right blend, and you have these stria going on. That's a 15D. Okay, 1919, you start getting in some better grades here. This is probably the best of the earlies. Coming in at VF. Well, it's only a $2 coin. A little too close there. There you go. Alrighty. So some of these aren't too bad. I was quite surprised that all the early estimates were so good. I mean, fines, and that 10S. What was that? That's very fine. This is a 21S, and again, this has a woody tone, a little bit of lamination. They tend to go hand in hand. Let's see if I can get that in the right spot. There you go. So a little bit of peeling right up here on the shoulder. Okay, that should be the 21. I think that was just a 20. Okay, I grabbed out the wrong one. Well, that's what's going on there. The 26S is disappointing. The condition's great, but it's got a lot of stuff going on it. So let's see if we can get this to shape up right. It's showing some environmental damage is what's going on here. A lot of pitting, corrosion. I tell you, this is probably in the ground for 20 years. Let's look at the back of that. There we go. I mean, you got good detail, but it's been beat up, or soaked in soil, or left on a toolbox. Okay. Next up, I want to show you is this one. This one's really interesting. I'm going to have to rezoom the camera. This one I'm looking at, I'm thinking, geez, those sure are wide letters. What you've got here is a 1934, and this is CONECA Double Die number 2. Let me get a pointy stick here. Now watch what's going on with the thickness of the date down here, and over here on the letters, it's almost like a curl, like horns at the top and the bottom. You'll see that, and take a look at the E and the thickness of the U. I'm going to zoom this baby in, and we'll have a look. Now it's only in fine condition, but how many times do you find a 1934 double die? Well, actually I got 3 of the darn things now, so I guess it's a little more frequent than you'd expect. And that's one advantage you get. Let me go this way with the zoom. When you go through these older sets, you get a whole bunch of them older. And, oh, geez, people have been picking them out. Maybe they didn't know to check for varieties, and some of these dealers just push them out the door. Okay, can we see this here? See the direction of the back? It's not a straight back on the B. It's pointed on the top and the bottom. Same with the E. Also see the thickness of that, of the back line of the B and the E and the R. And you see the same horns over here at the I. Let's go up top and look at that. The thickness of the bottom of the U, if I can get the light right, that E sticks way up. I mean, it's just downright deformed. And I don't think I'm going to be able to see it with this camera. Let's try it this way. Okay. Well, that's the tour. I got a little bit of verdigris going on right here. But for fine, I'm starting to get some separation of the cheek. So it's in good shape, you know, for what would have been about a 20-cent coin. That's a $5 coin at least. $5 to $7 is the typical price on that. Okay, let's look at the spreadsheet. Now, let's see if that comes on the camera here. Here we go. Let me refocus here. Okay, the spreadsheet has everything I need. I mean, it's got every set, every individual coin. You see the different colors is another set, and there's plenty of them. Up here I've got them side by side so I can look at, say, the set number 2 and compare that to, let me slide this over, the number 26 set, which is cull. But I can say, oh geez, I need this put over here because I got an empty hole. So I keep them full if I need to move them out. Now let's go back and look at this one in particular. Name this one number 35 because it's the 35th folder. Okay, I'll slide this over. I thank you for being patient. Okay, I got 85 coins with my pointer. They're circulated. Over here I've got the amount I paid, $110.10. The book value, if you go through every grade and look at Numis Media, it's 245 bucks. Well, that's not too bad. I paid 45% of book. Yeah, that's a fair price. A lot of dealers like to see 75%, 66%. I got these for half price. Okay, I got an ID number for each coin, the grade, any special notes, and I got extended notes I'll put over here. That's what I paid. That's the book. That's what the percentage. And over here is the percentage of the total for the whole set. And I bumped it again. Here we go. So, say the 1909 VDB we looked at earlier. If you figure the book value, according to Numis Media, is $12.65. I paid $6 for that. The 11S in fine condition. The book says 40 bucks. I paid 20. Okay, the 12S. That's the one with the dings. Well, the book says 26. Can I get 20? Maybe. I paid 13, so there's plenty of wiggle room in there. Now some of these I take off the price. Let's say the 1911 and very good. I have that at 10 cents rather than 20, which would be matching the whole set. So the little stuff, I knock the prices down. The price is all absorbed by the big dogs. Now a lot of these over here, let's say I get rid of the 1909 AU for 12 bucks, the 10S for 18, where a book's at 20, the 35 for the 11S, 20 for the 12, $12 for the 13S, which cost me 6 bucks. Let me select those. The total on those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins is $97. Cost me $110 for the set. Well, let's throw in that, say the 24D. I get all my money back. I can probably get those gone in the next few days. I get my money back, I can go find another set. And everything else in that group is for free, which really isn't too bad. Now I take all the everything after 1934 and figure that's 4 cents. That's what it cost me. I'm not worried about it. There's some good coins in here. It's a good way to build stock. You buy a bunch, you sell off your best, you get your money back, you get a whole bunch of coins left, and you repeat it. And that's how it's working for me so far. Okay, just give me another glimpse, guys. You guys take it easy, stay cool.